Today, we're back on the 10th Dentist subreddit, probably my favorite subreddit at the moment. If you don't know what the 10th Dentist is, basically, it's like unpopular opinions. The way they describe it is the 10th Dentist embodies the idea of having an opinion that very consistently results in at least 9 out of 10 people disagreeing with you. I don't respect orange as a color. What? Brother got beef with the color spectrum. It looks like it's right between red and yellow. Well, yes, that's what it is. And I know it is, but it doesn't have to be so obvious about it. Like, green is between yellow and blue. But all in all, I think green looks independent from those hues. Same with purple. I mean, not really. Purple is literally a merge of, like, pink and blue. Orange. What? I definitely don't think purple looks... Oh, shit. I was wrong. It's red. It's red. Oh, fuck. I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. But orange truly does look like either red or yellow. You know what? I get you. I get you. No, I don't. It's such a weird point to make. All right, fine. Whatever. You do you. Oh, fucking hell, this is a long one. But he says, I play all my video games on mute. Why? I'm not going to read that, but I disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree with why you play your games on mute. Why would you do that? I prefer the warm side of the pillow/blankets. I've been seeing recently that people flip their pillow/blankets to the cooler side. I am astounded by this, because to me, a warm bed is better. If I want it to be cold, I'll turn on the fan or sit on top of the blankets. I also like warm chairs, toilet seats, etc. You know what? I agree with that. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. In summer, I think a cold bed is nicer. But any other time of year, yeah, warm all the way. I like chewing my boyfriend's gum after he's already chewed it. Wake up and break up. I prefer the flavor of my boyfriend's chewed up gum to a brand new stick of gum. I'm not reading this out. I'm not. I press caps lock every time I capitalize a word. I know so many people that do this, and it's just so much extra effort. I don't know, I guess it's just like their muscle memory or whatever, but I could not do that. That sounds like so much, like, I don't know, maybe it's just not my way of doing things, all right? But you know what? You do you. I'm not especially mad at that one. What the fuck is this ad that's come up on my Reddit? What the fuck's he doing in your house? If Harry Kane turned up in my living room, I would call the police. I'd call the fucking armed police. I like wet socks. That's just... What are the comments saying? Don't wear it too much though, be careful about athlete's foot. Upvoted. He upvoted that after saying, alright, whatever, people on Reddit are weird. But that's strange. That is strange. Like, how could that be comfortable? It's just like really restricting and no. There is nothing remotely cute about young animals. Exactly that, nothing behind the scenes. I've never understood why people go mad over little or young animals. To me, they're no different to any other aged cat or dog or whatever. Whatever they're doing, sleeping, walking, eating, it doesn't excite me to look at or make me feel any different. Nah, puppies and kittens are cute. They're cute. I'd say they're definitely cuter than like grown-up animals, for sure. And that's just like that. That's not even a hot take. That's like literally just nature. Like, baby animals and, like, baby humans and everything are cuter for, like, I don't know, like, I guess, like, evolution purposes or whatever. It's literally just nature. It should be illegal for anyone under 20 to post on the internet. No, I don't agree with that. I think it has to be, like, under like, 16. Under 16, I can get behind. I would wager 95% of all the trolls, drama, hate, and even political division on the internet is generated by kids. You know what? Yes, 1,000,000%. They ruin every community they invade because you can't tell if you're talking to adults or literal 11-year-olds. Twitter.com. They should only have access to a read-only internet, and parents should be fined heavily if their kids are found posting to the net. Plus, as a bonus, it completely nullifies any child predators using the net. You know what? I get behind that. I think 20 is a bit too old. I think anyone over the age of 16 should be able to post on the internet. I think that's fine. Beds are one of the biggest scams of civilization. What? Several years ago, I moved into a new and empty apartment without a bed, and inspired by a YouTube video about minimalism, I decided I'm going to sleep on the floor. I put one blanket on the floor and used one to cover myself. I used a cushion too. Wow, you're really pampering yourself. Treat yourself, king. The first night, it took me a bit longer to fall asleep, but in 3 days, it wasn't a problem. And in a week, I slept like I've never slept on anything else but floor before. To this day, I still sleep on the floor. So what, you bring a girl over? So you bring a nice female back from the club. She's like, hey, do you want to go to bed, big boy? And you're all there like, oh no, I ain't got a bed. You just sleep on the floor. Got like a fucking blanket laid out the floor. She's gonna think you're fucking insane. When I now observe that people pay a lot of money for good beds, it seems absolutely crazy to me. No, it doesn't. What? I can get behind a good investment in a good bed. It's like you spend a third of your life sleeping. I spend even more. So to spend money on a good bed, that makes a lot of sense to me. Having rooms dedicated to beds is weird too. What the fuck? Were you just gonna sleep in your kitchen? And people are even looking for the perfect mattress. Oh, what fucking idiots. They're looking for the perfect mattress to lay on for a third of their life. How stupid. So much that there are entire stores dedicated to mattresses alone. Yes, this whole thing is madness. No, sleeping on the floor is fucking horrible. Unless you've got like a back carved out of wood, you're not going to enjoy it. Like when I used to stay around like my mate's uni flats and stuff, I used to sleep on the floor. And oh my god, they were some of the worst night sleeps of my life. And they had carpet. I love when a sneeze is approaching but then disappears. You know what? That's a good feeling. I could get behind that. I quite like that. People act like it's so disappointing when you have to sneeze and you build up and you don't sneeze. Honestly, I'm so grateful when it happens. Who actually likes sneezing? Yeah, it's a bit much, innit? A bit dramatic. Exploding microbes from your face without control. It's goddamn gross. I will let a sneeze pass any day. Yeah, I'm with you, brother. What? I wear jeans all the time, including when sleeping and swimming. You know, sleeping, that's... I could be alright with that. A lot of people... Sometimes I'd like sleep around like friends' houses and they'd be like, are you sleeping in jeans? It's like, yeah, if you got comfy jeans, it's not that bad. But swimming? Man, surely they just weigh like fucking 20 kilos once wet. I love eating my hot dogs cold. Is that safe? It probably is safe, but it's just not right, is it? It's just not correct. Cuddling with cats is disgusting. Not my own opinion, but a friend of mine thinks cuddling with your cat or any animal for that matter is disgusting, and only people who want to fuck animals do that. And I got told that at school. I remember that. Fucking memories come back to me. Because I was talking to someone about like me letting my cat sleep on my bed and like with me when I was asleep, and they mentioned something like, oh, well, do you want to fuck your cat or something? It's like, no. Surely that tells you more about them than it does about you. Your bed belongs right smack in the middle of your room, not pressed against a wall. Do you live in a fucking mansion? Where do you live? Where your bed could like just sit in the middle of your room? Like, I have a pretty big bedroom. I'll just fucking show it on video. I have a pretty big bedroom. Not to flex or anything, but like I got a pretty big bedroom. Like hang on. It's dark, but like it's pretty. It doesn't look all that big, but it's big. All right, it's big. And I can't even put my bed in the middle of the room. Like, do you live in a fucking ballroom or something? Where can you put it in the middle of your room? I really enjoy touching wet food while doing the dishes. I really don't understand what's the problem with touching wet food with your bare hands. It's squishy and slimy. I love touching rice because it feels amazing, like big grains of sand or Play-Doh. I mean, if it's your own food, maybe, but like if it's someone else's food, nah, man, nah. What? I enjoy putting on clothes right out the shower. I like the wet splotches that come up on my t-shirt, and also the cold water absorbs my clothes. It's an interesting sensation. It also cools me down after a hot shower. I take very hot showers. That is ludicrous. That is fucking... So you walk around in damp clothes. What? I love sleeping in a sandy bed. Absolutely fucking not. I cannot get behind this. I hate sand. I don't like sandy beaches. That's probably my unpopular opinion. I don't like sandy beaches. I like pebbled beaches because I just fucking hate sand. It gets everywhere and it's horrible. If I ever go to the beach, I never take a shower after because I like to let the sand get in my bed. It's nice and scratchy on my skin and I find it satisfying. Almost like exfoliating my face. I always feel cleaner after I sleep in a sandy bed. Everyone who knows about my preference thinks I'm insane, but I've loved it since I was a kid. You're wrong. You're just wrong. I don't care if you like it. You're wrong. Cheez-Its and milk is pretty good. It adds a nice salty crunch to my milk. I don't eat this a lot. Just on rare occasion, I'm in the mood for it. You know what? I mentioned this in the last one, but the cereal with orange juice and water, you know, that's fine. Maybe. I don't fucking know. But something about, I think it's just because they're like biscuits. Biscuits in milk? No, absolutely not. You're wrong. You're disgusting. Hand yourself into the police. I like to crush potato chips into powder and eat them with a spoon. Chips by themselves suck. They hurt to eat and get your hands disgusting from them. So you have to wash them constantly. Therefore, eating them with a spoon is better. And when you crush the chips, they get more flavor and taste much better. You know what? Fine. I'll allow it. That's all right. That's just like a preference. It's not. That one's not that weird. I mean, if you do it in public, it's probably a bit weird. But if you do it in the comfort of your own home, I'm not gonna judge you. It's totally fine. You do you. I hate the taste of water. I'm not going to read that out, but it just gives you the same vibe as like, did any of you ever have like them kids at your school whose parents would just like not make them eat vegetables? Like they wouldn't even try and convince them to eat vegetables. I had so many kids like that at my primary school. I'd go around their houses and there'd just be no vegetables. And they'd be like, oh yeah, I don't like vegetables, so my parents don't give me them. Of course you don't like vegetables, you're a child. This isn't a 10th dentist take. This is a 9 out of 10 dentist take. If you don't feed your kids vegetables, that is fucking bad and you're a bad parent. Well, maybe not a wholly bad parent, but that is bad parenting if you don't make your kids eat like vegetables or things that are good for them. There was always them kids that were fucking ill. They were always so ill. They were always off school like at least once a month. All I Want for Christmas Is You is underplayed. It's a good ass song, an absolute bop that puts me in a good mood every time I hear it. And I only get to hear it play for like a 10th of this year. I wish they played more. No, I don't. I'm perfectly fine with the amount. They can play it less if they want. They can play Christmas. I hate Christmas songs. Christmas songs are so bad. Like they're either like incredibly depressing or like too happy, and I don't know, I don't like them. Like around Christmas time, it feels like you have to listen to them to get in the mood, but they're all just like so bad. Like I'm not even a big Christmas guy. That song is just the main thing that gets me in the festive mood. It's a good song and no one should sleep on it. I mean, it's a good song, but it's just, I just hear it too much around Christmas time. I hear all Christmas songs too much around Christmas time. Because this time of year, I think is quite nice. Like, you know, like a nice cold weather. You know, there's something in the air that feels a bit more, it feels a bit more fresh. But like going into a shop and like having to hear Christmas songs, that's like the worst part of this time of year. I let my dog lick my tongue and the inside of my mouth.